It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Omnipollo, an Evil Twin brewing company, and it's a can of their Pink Lemonade IPA coming in at 7% ABV. This beer has been brewed with lemon and raspberry added. I don't know who that is on the can. Might be somebody from Evil Twin, might be somebody from Omnipollo, it might be a general man from the street, who knows. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Omnipollo, very well known for adding flavour to their beer. Chocolate, raspberry, marshmallow, all sorts of different things. I've never had a pink lemonade style IPA before. I get where they're going with it. The raspberry and the lemon. It should be pretty good. Should be pretty good. On one condition, that it's real raspberry and it's real lemon, and it's not concentrated ice cream sorbet or something like that. Concentrated ice cream flavour. I've had that with a few beers recently, and or concentrated flavourings. Not pure lemon and pure raspberry. I'm hoping we get that in the beer. But anyway, the beer's got quite a small head. Not even a finger of head bit, but it's got nice levels of carbonation. Hazy, orange, raspberry coloured ale. Let's get the aroma. Smells pretty good, to be honest. A little bit grapefruity, lemony, raspberry. Interestingly enough though, the hops are not shining. They're not really. I've just drunk a, here we go. I've just drunk a 4.1% ABV can of British beer, and that is called Citrus Star, and that was absolutely, as soon as I opened the can, as soon as I got the aroma, it was bursting with flavour. This is not doing that. It's not in your face, which you might expect that from Omnipollo. You might expect that from Evil Twin. So a little bit disappointed in the aroma then. Let's dive into this beer. Let's get into it. Hope all the flavours in the taste. Locked away in the liquid. Here we go. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm just taking my time with this. I'm looking for the ingredients, to be honest. Let me come back to the ingredients, because you don't want, you haven't tuned in for me to stand there reading the side of a can, have you? You've come for my own opinion, my own personal opinion of the beer, and I'm just taking my time with this one because I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to dissect it, pull it apart, find out what's going on. And I suppose you really got to go on your initial reaction, haven't you? How many times have you had a beer and you've gone, you either love it or you're not quite loving it? And then the trouble with us beer reviewers is that Omnipollo and Evil Twin have got such a great reputation of brewing beer that you almost feel a little bit under pressure to maybe give a better review than just giving you complete honest opinion. I know some reviewers out there If they don't like a beer, if they review a beer and they don't like it, they won't post it. I'm not going to do that. I think, what's the point in watching beer reviews if all you're watching is people loving beer? I really don't see the point in that. I think people want to see sometimes, not sometimes, all of the time, an honest opinion. And if you're not enjoying it, if you're not enjoying a beer, then you've got to give your honest opinion. So I'm going to do that today. I am going to get back to reading the side of the can because I want to dissect it. Sometimes there's a lot of, one of the biggest craft brewers in the world, Stone. I reviewed their, it wasn't the Tangerine Express, it was the Vengeful Spirit IPA the other day, and I thought it was dreadful, absolutely dreadful. I got to be honest though, the Omnipollo stouts with ice cream and stuff added, I really like them. I think they're fabulous. So in my head now, I'm thinking, yes, they've used flavour in their other beers and they've come out really well, but it's very difficult to get a stout wrong. Do you know what I mean? You can almost bet, if you get that big, thick, dense mouthfeel from a stout, and you've added some flavourings there, then it's almost guaranteed to work. In an IPA, it's very, very difficult to do. If you're going to add flavour, then what I'm trying to get at here is that I'm not really getting much hop profile here at all. And what I'm worried about is for you guys, the consumer. How much does this cost to produce? If it's just a base beer or a 7% malty brew with a stack load of flavourings added, how much is that to produce? It's not going to be that much, is it? I know the price of hops has gone up with the hop, they call it a hop crisis, not enough hops being produced, and I'm just thinking, I'm just standing here thinking, have they gone around putting flavourings in and not that much hopping? Are we, as beer consumers, are we being conned out of our hard-earned money? And I suppose this has turned from a beer review of this beer to, I'm thinking of changing the title of the whole video. Are we getting value for money for our IPAs and our craft beers? There's so much flavour here, so much grapefruit. It is grapefruit, isn't it? Lemon and raspberry. There's so much lemon and raspberry flavour added. It's giving off a grapefruity flavour. That I'm struggling to find the malty, biscuity-ness of a beer. I'm struggling even to find the pure basics of a beer, which should be malt first and then hops on the back end. I just... And then of course, there is no bitterness at all to the beer. No bitterness at all. And I'm just getting this sharp, I'm picking up, for me, it's giving off a grapefruit flavour, but they're saying raspberry and lemon. Maybe the two flavours are combining for me to, my palate's producing this just strong grapefruity flavour, but it's not a strong grapefruity hop flavour. You can very much tell the difference between grapefruit and lemon and raspberry flavours and the real thing. The real grapefruitiness of a real, say, a Cascade hop or Centennial, Chinook, that type of thing. In fact, I'm wondering if I'm drinking an alcoholic cordial at £5 a can. It's very much alco pop. It's very, very close to being just an alco pop, and I don't rate it at all. I don't rate this at all. A refreshing drink often associated with childhood nostalgia, to others a pop cultural symbol of emancipation. Whatever the association, we teamed up with good old Swedes Henrik and Carl of Fashionable Omnipollo to squeeze out a tasty, tempting and deceivingly well-balanced IPA with sweet and sour notes of old-fashioned memories. This is the thing, so far all I'm reading is blah 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 blah. I'm not reading, this beer has been brewed with fresh raspberries. This beer has been brewed with fresh lemon. All I'm reading is Fashionable Omnipollo, a deceivingly well-balanced IPA, old-fashioned memories. It's almost leading you down the garden path of complete and utter shit, you know? And perhaps you can taste the dishonesty. It's all over your breath. It's lemonade. They've used the word dishonesty here on the can. I don't know, maybe I know that the American market, I live in the UK, I know the American market, I know that, or I've heard along the grapevine, that their diet is far sweeter than the British diet. So maybe it's just myself. Maybe it's just me not enjoying this beer, and they've brewed this in America in Brooklyn for the American market, and some cans have made it over here. But I see this. I've seen this slipping into the beer world now on 2 occasions. Yes, with Stone Brewing Company with their Vengeful Spirit IPA, which was awful, and this it's not much better. And I wonder how much value for money you're getting. £5 a can for this, because it's got Omnipollo and Evil Twin written on the can. How much value for money are you getting for this name, for the name of these brewers on this can? And reading, you really need to, I'm not trying to patronize you guys who are watching, but you really need to pause the video, dissect that as you will. Read it as you will, work it out as you will. There's no ingredients whatsoever. I know the American market you don't have to put ingredients on the side of an American can of beer or bottle of beer, so I don't know, but for me it's all a bit, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say, are we being ripped off? As consumers, are we being ripped off with this style of beer? With what's happening today with brewers. This is the second time it's happened to me. I'm not going to put up with it. In fact, I probably will retitle my video, "Are Craft Beer Drinkers Being Ripped Off?" or something along them lines. We really didn't have much head at all. We didn't have much carbonation, and then it was all just cordial, if you like. Sorry for the long, twisty, windy bit of a rant, but I'm solely here for you guys. I have concerns that the big name brewers are not being completely honest with their faithful customers, and is there a bit of dishonesty coming through? They've even written it on the side of the can, you know. I'm going to give this beer a 3 out of 10. It's a 3 out of 10 from Reload Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. I'd love a comment on this, please. Please comment, please subscribe. Cheers.